Welcome in, y'all, to another installment of our Universal Design in Power BI YouTube series. It is probably going to be our last installment for a bit. I really want you to check out our on-demand learning. We have a whole multi-hour course on Universal Design. So if you ever have data that needs to fulfill certain legal accessibility requirements, or you're just really interested in bringing this design methodology into your practice, I definitely think it's worth your time. We investigate some pretty cool stuff. But I got some more tips for you here, and these are going to be all around lines and markers. So if you're looking at progression over time, I want to give you the best tips and tricks to, one, make those more visible and universally designed for that matter. So let's jump right into it. All right, so best practice number one here for those line charts or anything you're showing over time is going to be the option to add in markers. So for markers, you can use these markers to convey what particular series you want to look at. So if you turn markers on, essentially what you're going to get is a dotted piece that will mark what is going on in the line. So in this case here, we've got months. Those specific month points are denoted by a particular marker. And the greatest thing about those markers is you can edit and change them. So when it comes to those markers, all you need to do is go to Format Your Visuals, turn on the markers, select that on, and then you can even choose shapes. I'm going to give you some of my best practice tips for shapes, but definitely just something to keep in mind as well. It's just going to make your users have a much easier time identifying what particular they are looking at, what is breaking up that x-axis in particular. Another strategy here for us is going to be our lines. So when it comes to lines, you can use patterns of lines to also convey those different series. So let's say you've got different manufacturers and you're looking at the incomes there. We could compare one to the other. The first one has really not been adjusted for universal design. The bottom one has, and we're including those lines. We can better differentiate outside of just using color what is going on. And this is pretty much the biggest aspect to think about here. We are really concerning ourselves with, okay, if someone has differences in their vision with processing the colors you're using in your visualizations, you need to make sure a big part of universal design is ensuring that you're not relying on the color of the visual, but also the shape of the visual. So by turning on markers with particular shapes, you can see in the legend what's going on. Here with the lines, you can further differentiate the lines because I know one is dotted, one is dashed, and so on. Same process here. We're going to format our visual. We're going to expand the line section, and we can edit it from there. Let's get into it. So first things first, I've got a Power BI report here for us. It's just a generic report that is pretty much showing us a sales amount by calendar year. And our goal here is to just explore in a general report like this, how would we utilize markers? How would we utilize lines for this in particular? First thing we need to do, as I mentioned, is go to format that visual. So we can click on our visual, making sure we have the anchor points surrounding it. And once we've done that, we need to go ahead and format the visual. So I'm going to go over to the top right over here and find my format button, this little paintbrush, and I'm going to click on that. Now with that selected, I can move on down in my format area. I'm under visuals, and I'm going to find markers right here. Lines and markers are pretty much always going to be right together. So if I turn that on, I now can start to see that those series are further differentiated. Now with it off, yes, you will be kind of having it kind of pauses at those individual lines, but it's much better to have those markers on because now we can see exactly what's going through. Now the cool thing about markers is now we can apply the changes to everything, or if we have additional items, we can make some changes there. You're going to have a wide range of shapes, circles, squares, diamonds, and then into triangles. That is where I usually stop. And I will tell you from my, working with users that require greater accessibility needs, just talking with people, testing it out, the bottom few are a little bit harder to see unless you do a quick trick with changing the size. So on a quick I just want to edit some markers here. I'm going to go with those first couple, and usually I call it a day. Sometimes I maybe change it up a little bit, and you'll kind of see the difference here. So if I change this to a square, you can see that it's changed to a square shape. I also can manipulate the size, make those pretty large. I tend to go with a 5 or 6 point, I think is still pretty decent. But let's imagine that I went to just that dashed line. Notice the difference in visibility there. You probably are noticing that that's a little bit harder to see. Imagine that with someone that may have greater vision needs than you. Same thing here, the X's. Now my pro tip is go ahead and increase the size of those, and it makes it a little bit more manageable. That is something to try. I still really think it's much better to keep with some of those essential ones and go for maybe a 6-point font. Let's see the difference this makes if we actually go in and have additional lines that we want to look at. So I'm going to go in and actually bring in tax amount here. I'm going to bring in, let's bring in one more here. Let's go with total product cost. All right, so that's a pretty good distribution. We got 3 lines there. Now the greatest thing is I can apply settings to any of these right now. So maybe tax amount, I can change that to the square. And my total product cost is going to become the diamond. What I'm setting up by doing this is a much more user-friendly, more visible, more accessible way of viewing this data. Especially if someone is colorblind or color vision deficient, that is going to be way, way more readable. And this is something I address in our on-demand learning course. We go really deep into some of the studies that show this is a great thing to do generally, even outside of just accessibility requirements. So something I really like to include there. Let's jump into the lines and see some of the effects that would have. So this looks pretty good. Let's try the lines. So I'm going to go to the lines here, and I'm just going to open that one up. And here I can manipulate the lines one by one or all of them. So let's keep it at all just to see here. I'm going to change the line style. I'm going to make this line style dashed. By making it dashed here, I've got all the lines dashed. I could continue to do so with solid, back to solid or to dotted. I can even change the different width of the items. Pretty great to do. You also can add bevels, anything on the joins. And finally, you can smooth them out if you want to keep them a nice smooth line, or give them some steps. So you have a wide range of ways to be creative with this, as well as being accessible. And that is honestly one of the main reasons I love Power BI, is a lot of effort has been made to make this a product for everybody, from tons of different backgrounds and tons of different differences. So it's pretty cool to see that. Let's explore a little bit more here, and I'll show you a couple more differences. If I were to turn those markers off and change these line types, I'm going to go to sum of sales amount and change that to dashed. And I'll change total product cost to dotted. You'll notice that if I'm not changing the markers, I definitely suggest you do. Those aren't going to change the legends. What is just changing is those lines here. And of course, for any of these, I can go in and change colors if I so wish. Same thing can be said about markers. You can also change the colors there. Let's say, for example, I wanted my sum of sales amount to have pink as the items there. This gives you a pretty great range of flexibility to change this up and manipulate it. I personally think it is a good piece of advice to utilize both. Typically, what I want to do for storytelling is I want to highlight something in particular. So the lines are a great way to also highlight certain things. Right now, you're looking at which ones are dotted and which one's solid. That solid blue line throughout is just going to pop more visually. That's going to tell the story of, hey, that is our tax amount. Here, maybe there's not much of a change there. It's probably not the ideal thing I want to change. So maybe I say, I'm just going to keep sum of sales amount highlighted here, and I'll actually do that now. Let's go ahead and make sum of sales amount the solid line, and tax amount we'll make the dashed, and product cost we'll make dotted. You kind of notice here that those tend to fade out in the background and one remains. Imagine this with a lot more lines, a lot more markers. It could get a little bit busy, so make sure you're finding ways to balance both of them and highlight that progression over time. So pretty good tips for you, lines and markers. Again, check out our on-demand learning class where I really dive so much into these awesome features to really enhance your Power BI experience. Remember, the name of the game is Universal Design, and Universal Design means we are designing for everybody, and at the end of the day, we end up with better Power BI reports. This has been Greg at Pragmatic Works. Stay pragmatic.